Morning everybody, Sunday morning, lovely morning, just a very slight frost here this morning and no wind. What a difference that makes. And the sun's been out already. I think it's about 20 past 7:30 on Sunday morning. Just thought I'd show you how I plant my peas, no dig. These are Hurst green shaft. I have got half a row in of Juice Provence already, and they're just starting to come up. And that's my weapon of choice this morning. Invaluable, that is. Just a nice handy little tool, that. So I've marked my row out, just half a row, and I start with just a little bit, not a lot, of wood ash off the log burner. Helps with the flowering, and also just a little tiny bit of bloodfish and bone. I don't use a lot at all. That's about all I use on a little row. And then just ruffle it in to the surface. This has had manure put on top in November and it's not been touched since then. I don't walk on it, obviously. This bed's about, well, it is 6 foot wide, a little bit too wide really, but it's not a bad idea to have a bigger bed because you can get some of your bigger crops in here. And then when I've put that in, all as I do is just give it a tamp down with the rake. It just stops any soil, when I dip the holes, just falling back in again. And that's the bed prepared. And measuring stick, and I'm planting these at 2 inches apart. I've got 2 foot between the row next to them, and then all I do is just dib a hole every 2 inches. Couldn't be simpler. The ground's quite firm because obviously it's not been dug, it's just been sat here. And this small patch should be enough for about 60 seeds, which will keep the wife and I going roughly about 3 or 4 weeks in peas. And then the next ones I just go in between. You can, they always say make a wide drill and put your seeds in the bottom, but I mean, I've done that before, but I don't really want to do it with no dig. But those hollows that you dig out, they're always arched, and the peas always fall to the middle, and they're never. You always end up spacing them out again. It takes a while, and they say put them in 5s, which is ideal. But this works for me. You'll have to excuse the turkey in the background. She lost a mate a couple of months ago, and she's pining. She's not laying yet, but she's getting ready to lay, and she's pining for a mate. I have been trying to find her one, but without success at the moment. Can't believe the heat in that sun. And without that wind, what a difference a day makes. Unbelievable. You know, 4 rows there. And Easy enough to just pop one into each one. Quick and easy job. Doesn't take long. And then in about 4 weeks' time I'll finish off this row by doing the other side. One or two fell into one of them holes there, but doesn't take long at all. The Juice Provence that I planted in my first row, they came up in about 9 days. Well, I planted them last Friday and I saw the first ones yesterday. And this morning there's about another half dozen to come up. They've got a cloche on them. Leaning over the camera here, hope you can see okay. So what I do then is just ruffle it over. And then I'll just put the rake over the back of that and just to firm it down. See then whether there's any mice. Been digging them up. Before there was no dig, the mice used to take all our peas. I think it was because there was a lot more cover for them. But we do have owls around here, and I think they keep them at bay at night. I can just show you how the others are. They're under a cloche there, and I put a guy rope across. Hope the sun's not in your way there. And that's been out in all these winds. And if I just release that, you can probably just see the peas starting to come up. And they were put in 9 days ago. So about 8 days. I saw the first ones yesterday. So that's how I do my peas. And just a quick look across the field. I don't know if you'll see with the sun. The field's flooded. Looks very nice. It has been in the past about 10 yards from our garden. But the last 10 yards it's got to come up about 2 or 3 foot, so over the whole of the town I think we're pretty safe. But it looks very nice. The only thing is the ducks keep you awake all night. So that's how I sow my peas. There's half a row in, didn't take me long to do that. Many thanks for watching, and thank you for all your lovely comments. Take care everybody, bye bye.